everybody, Glenn Younes again for my reoccurring video blog here on PressBoxOnline.com. A little Super Bowl 50 recap for you. Guess we'll start at the top and the winners. Good for Peyton Manning. I was pulling for Carolina in the last episode. Of course, I picked the Panthers 30-20, and I couldn't have been more wrong in that one. I underestimated Denver the entire season, and it proved that their defense was good. But good for Peyton Manning. I was pulling for Carolina. I thought I had sort of sorted in my head that Peyton Manning's legacy was already written, and it was. A few years ago, I'd have been pulling crazy for him to get that second one and sort of level out with Tom Brady. We know Brady 1, Manning 2, and then everyone else, at least as far as modern-day quarterbacks go. But I am glad that Peyton Manning did get his second ring, and in the long term, you'll say, all right, Manning has 2. He has a winning postseason record, 2-2 in the Super Bowl. Good for him. It helps regardless that the defense was the real reason that they won, and Von Miller was the MVP and all that. Ultimately, Peyton, the leader of a team, the quarterback of a team, even if not the best piece of a team, has now 2 Super Bowls. Good for him. I don't care that he, beat the Carolina Panthers and the Chicago Bears in his 2 wins. Doesn't really matter there. If I were making his decisions for him, I'd retire and immediately, by the way, take a front office job. Now, this is something I've talked about with friends and maybe even on this blog a while ago. I feel like I'm a little bit ahead of the curve on that. Fans say, coach, like, who wants to coach? That is a crap job. Running a team, then owning one is where it's at. Not an 80-hour work week, wrangling a bunch of 24-year-olds, making sure that they know that they have to be a professional on and off the field. That's a headache nobody wants, especially not somebody like Peyton Manning, who still has a mind and a big football mind. My guess is front office into ownership is the path he'll take and should take rather quickly. As far as Cam Newton goes, I was waving the flag of Cam Newton. I was telling everybody, stop talking about race and being a black quarterback, and I still think that very heavily. The problem with Cam is I liked his bravado, I liked his character, his personality, his confidence, maybe even borderlining on arrogance. But when you act like that, win or lose, you got to be the goods in the postgame. You know what? I don't care if Chris Harris in the background mooning you. It doesn't matter. You got to be an adult at the podium. I get you were in a bad mood. Why wouldn't you be? You're the only dude upset that your team lost the Super Bowl. You're the only quarterback that has a little bit of bravado to him. You're the only player that has a little bit of arrogance and cockiness to him that's lost a Super Bowl? Absolutely not. Of course not, right? So if you're going to talk the talk and walk the walk, you got to be the man. It's a terrible look, Cam. And it sucks for all the people that were waving the flag of Cam Newton that you did that, because it's not a backstab to them, but it loses our ammunition to stick up for you. And that's the part that really sucks as a, hey, let's push this thing forward and advance as a culture. Like, guys can win at different ways and have different attitudes. But then when you lose and you're a total kid about it, I'm watching my words here, right? Like, total jerk about it, it takes you 5 steps back. It really sucks. All right. Couple things here with the commercials, and then we'll wrap this thing up. Thank you to Carbiz, thank you to PressBoxOnline.com. I love the PayPal new money versus old money commercial. I love that. The push button, get a mortgage rocket from Quicken Loans, Rocket Mortgage. I like that. The Doritos giving birth. That was cool. A very aggressive Mini Cooper car with Abby Wambach and Serena Williams Atal, the gay mini car. This isn't a mini car. This isn't a this car. This isn't a that car. I love that reverse psychology, bunking what you think our car is. The Budweiser Not For Everybody commercial, I really thought that was good. And the Helen Mirren Budweiser commercial. In that order, those were probably my favorite. I'd love to know what your thoughts were on Super Bowl 50 and what your favorite car commercials were. Put them in the notes there on YouTube, retweet it, and share it on Facebook. All right, that'll do it for me. Follow me on Twitter at GUnitRadio. Thank you to Carbiz, and as always, you can find me right here on PressBoxOnline.com. Till next time, I'll talk to you.